Hello, John Owens here, and I'd like to welcome you to the second video in which I talk to you about deriving real business benefits from your master data management activities. And as I said in the last one, it's essential that all of your master data management projects and activities derive and drive real business benefits into the business. If they don't, they're just intellectual exercises. And if you're starting an MDM project, you're going to find it much easier to get buy-in from senior management if you can show real business benefits. And it'll also make you think more clearly yourself about what these benefits are. And believe me, if you do master data management properly, there are significant benefits. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about address. Now, in my technique of multidimensional master data management, address is treated differently. In the traditional approach, address tends to be embedded in the system that, say, for example, as part of customer, or it's embedded as part of supplier, or it's embedded as part of employee, etc. Well, address actually exists in its own right. It is something that is made use of by a party. It could be an individual, so you'll have an individual living at an address. You'll have a commercial enterprise operating at an address. Now, it could be that they're using the address as their head office. It could be a regional depot. It could be the high street store. For the individual, they could live at the address. They might work at the address, or they could have previously lived at the address. So there is a relationship between individuals or parties, the legal entities, parties, and addresses. And this is called an address use. And if we look at this first slide, you'll see that there is, going from party to address, there is a party use. And the examples I give here for an individual is that they live at, or work at, or have previously lived at. And the same is true for enterprises. And if we look at that diagram on your screen now, you'll see that an enterprise might use an address for a head office, or a dispatch depot, a regional office, a high street store, as I said. So real uses, addresses, and addresses existing in their own right. And this makes it very powerful because a party can make many uses of an address. And then let's have a look on this one. We can see that an address can be used by many parties. For example, if we take the address 25 High Street, it could be that it is used by ABC Cleaning as their head office. It could also be used by Elite Printers as a dispatch depot. Or you can have the IRS might have the regional office there. And ABC Cleaning, as well as it being a head office, it makes a second use of it as the high street outlet. So it's very important that these uses are held separately and recorded separately, because it could be, if say ABC Cleaning moves their head office, that address usage disappears, but they might still operate as the high street store here. So really powerful, and I will talk much more about this in my masterclass on multidimensional MDM that I'm running on 25th and 26th of April. So in this masterclass, we're going to talk about even expand on address and talk about locations which are more than address. For example, you need addresses, locations that you need to know about can exist in their own right depending on your business. For example, for some businesses, locations on which no houses have yet been built are so important. If you're a building company and you're going to build houses, you need to be able to get there and know where they are. If you're going to put in the infrastructure, for example, the electricity and sewage companies or water companies, they need to be able to find their way to these locations. Locations on large manufacturing sites. For example, a petrochemical company might have a distillation plant or a workshop or head office, or fire department. These are locations that need to be able to be addressed and uniquely identified so as people can get to them. And not just the people who work on the plant. It could be you have to call services from outside, even like the fire brigade, so as they can turn up and everybody can get to the right place at the right time. Then there could be locations in high-rise, multi-use buildings. How do you address those? Remote rural locations, for example, where you could have a telephone box in a remote area. How do you address that? Or an electricity substation that you need to be able to get to, or a reservoir, etc., and many, many more. And I'll cover that in more detail in the multi-dimensional Master Data Management Workshop, as I say, 25th and 26th of April. Now, if you want to enroll for it, up on the screen I have a link that you can see. It is http://integrated-modeling with one L method.com/events. Click on there. I'm doing 2 sessions that will suit a lot of different time zones round the globe on those 2 days. Pick the one that suits you best. It's only $27 to enroll, but I guarantee you'll get a really good return on your investment in terms of really enlightening information and very powerful techniques. And if after the masterclass you don't feel you have, I'll refund your fee in full. So do click on there, have a look. It'll give you much more detail on that link as well as to what's going on. I really look forward to you, and I'll see you in the next video, probably in a couple of days' time, when I'm going to be talking about product and showing you that if you model product correctly, it's very, very powerful. Okay, but I'll talk to you next time in a couple of days' time. Thanks. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.